one are you? This one. Anyone on the live? Hey, okay, nice. Hey, Roshan. Hey, Henry. Hey, Jenny. What's up? What's up, everybody? Let me just share the link in the group, okay? Motherfucker. Okay, we good. Yo, that kid next door. Okay, wait guys. I just gotta arrange this one, and here. Okay, now you see this thing messed up. So if this is messed up, I gotta make this much smaller. I gotta make this one bigger. Bigger. Ya ilaha illallah, kenapa tak boleh make it bigger? We'll make do lah guys. Can see my trading view, right? Even though it's a bit small, but I think still can see lah. So it should be good enough. I need to work with this much space. Okay, salam guys. Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while. I have not disappeared yet. Hey, thank you, brothers. Thank you. Hello guys. Sawadee Kap. Love to Diva as well. For sure, brother. Thank you very much again for your well wishes. Really appreciate it. 41.50 tonight, boys? Do we see 41.50 first, or do we see 41.26 first? Let's see. Another 5 more minutes till his speech. It's gonna be chill, right? I've also not taken much entries. I've just taken about maybe 0.055 layers of buys instant. Just waiting for the rest. Is it possible I enter or wait for re-entry? Just got home. Yeah, it's possible. It's just that our zone goes all the way down till actually 2.6 lah, boys. Right? Technically, the zone, right, is pretty much a breakup manipulation entry zone. Right? This is taken on M30. Right? This is your previous M30 demand over here. Wait, you guys can't see. Now you guys can somewhat rather see. Okay. It's taken based on this. Right? This demand right over here, which we saw price manipulating once, break below, break above, pull back, very beautiful, buys. Again, second round we broke below, broke above, pull back, buys. So now we are trying for the re-entry in that same level again, expecting for markets to go up and take out this highs over here. So 4145 would be TP. I would expect markets to come and fill this breakout lah. Right, 4155 or what. So reverse from here one time, it will be quite nice, but I don't think it's going to be easy. So that's the reason why I'm not really rushing. As you guys can see over here as well, I've gotten very small entries. I'm still holding some from below. I don't know if you guys can actually see my entries lower, right? But I still have some entries from below, small ones that I'm still holding. I don't intend to take profit on that just yet, but yeah. M15, this is also your demand liquidity BME level as well. So this is a smaller one on M15, right over here. You guys can't see. Okay, my screen is really a problem. Really a problem. This one over here. It's okay. Nice to see all of you guys. Boys, make sure if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, you guys click on the subscribe channel. You guys click on the subscribe button. Right, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Good to see you. Good to see you, Movan. Good to see you too, Firdaus. Powell's speech will impact. I believe so. I believe so. We should see a significant impact because I believe that markets have been pretty much cautiously waiting for the news, even though we have not been really sideways. But yeah, we've got a lot of volume. It's just that I think that today the overall trend, the overall bias is still bullish. We've had a massive sell-off because of maximum take profits by usually all these institutional traders, all these hedge fund managers, all these institutional investors. So that caused this dump, right? That caused this move. Boom, all the way down, collected orders here, came all the way up, came back down again, collected these orders here. We bought here, we bought here, we bought here, and we are attempting to buy here again for our round 4. This is technically round 4 lah, guys. Right, so round 1, round 2, round 3 were all beautiful. This is round 4. Let's see if this also plays out to perfection. If it does, then my TP will be at 41.51, boys. Right, until 41.51 I'm gonna be holding. Definitely I see price going way higher than that as well, probably potentially to a new all-time high, but I wouldn't want to be too greedy, and I will just take what the market decides to give me. Right, so it's Powell's speech right now. I'm not going to listen to his speech, but I'll have updates coming in. Whenever I receive any updates that we should be paying attention to, I will let you guys know, and based on that, based on that, based on that, we'll make certain decisions, boys. Right, as of now we are up about 40 pips. Right, as of now we're up about 40 pips. Very beautiful pro, very beautiful push, very beautiful push, boys. Right, sharp on the dot, 12:20, boom. You guys want to go ahead secure? You guys can go ahead and secure. We are running about 60-70 pips right now. Right at 70 pips in the bag. 70 pips in the bag. I'm going to secure some partials. Hold some runners. What a push. What a push. What a push, boys. What a freaking push. Marvelous. Just, oh. Beautiful. She's still going, boys. Is she gonna retrace or she's just gonna go? Wait, I am managing quite a number of accounts, guys. So I cannot really focus on your comments. Let me just do the necessary and take profits wherever I need to take profits and set BEs wherever I need to set BEs just right now. And then I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Let's go, boys. What a fantastic trade. What a fantastic trade. And I'm going to just give a quick update to the channel as well. With the boom. Let's go, boom. ATH tonight, we'll be asking too much by asking for ATH tonight. But it's Powell, bro. Alright, whenever it's Powell, expect the unexpected. So, I would not be expecting it, but it is the unexpected. If it happens, I would not be surprised. Right, for now, like I said, my ultimate TP, my most greedy TP will be at 4151. For the layers that I've entered, I have my break-evens placed. If it hits, it hits. Right, if it hits, it hits. We'll find next entry if there is one. If there isn't one, well, boys, this is 60 pips. Right, this is a 60 pips push. How many pips? Let me just calculate that again. It's a 100 pip move, boys. If that wasn't enough for you, I don't know what is. Alright, that's my BE being taken. Alright, price came back down to collect my BEs, boys. I am officially out of this particular trade right now. Am I looking to get back in? Maybe. We'll have to see. I'm not getting any news just yet, so it's time to go to our market tool to see what's going on right now. So Fed Powell, rising risk to job market justifies September interest rate cut. That is looking bad for USD, looking good for US bonds and US stocks. Fed Powell, available data. Available, you guys can't really see what I'm seeing, eh? Okay, wait a second. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Window capture. Give me 1 second, boys. Let me set this up for you guys so that we get the whole experience. Not the experience a bit messy. Okay, much better. Much better. Okay, so why you keep falling, bro? Stop falling, man. Stay there. Stay. Stay. Good boy. Right. So downside risk to US job markets have risen. This shows a very strong push towards gold. Recent data point to low higher, low fire employment landscape. Low higher, low fire. Of course, because they are under a government lockdown right now. Fed Powell sees space for Fed to be more nimble with the balance sheet. What does that mean? It means that flexibility in the monetary policy, suggesting that there may just be a chance for rate cuts to continue happening. That overall ideology behind it will still remain the same. Stripping Fed of interest paying powers would greatly complicate rate control. Majority of the news that's out right now, boys, is swaying towards gold being bullish. I'm not seeing anything that is suggesting USD to be ultimately very strong or gold to be bearish or whatnot. Stopping balance sheet expansion sooner would have had a smaller impact. Fed Powell says economy on firmer footing through low firing trend continues. So they're hiring lesser people, but at the same time they're also firing lesser people. Interesting. Data before US government shutdown suggested growth may be better than expected. Growth may be better than expected. Find it a little difficult to believe this. However, the ongoing government shutdown delays fresh data, clouding the outlook, keeping Fed cautious. In the near term, this may support risk asset but persistent uncertainty around inflation, labor markets, and Fed policy limits upside. Makes sense, boys? Rising risk to job market justified September interest rate cut. So when the job market becomes a little unsteady, boys, that's when news like NFP will have a very positive impact on gold. Ke setu warna XEU ke? Macam tu lah. Right, macam tu lah. Okay, so let's get back. That was basically a little bit on the fundamentals. I will keep you guys up to date if there's any latest one that comes in. I'm also checking it on my phone. But for now, what's suggesting is it's still ultimately bullish for gold. I have, however, been taken out on break even. So I am not in any entries at the moment. But we did get a beautiful 80 pips move up. Yeah, I think it's done. Powell's not coming up with any new statements. Looks like his job is done. Wow, nice setup for the streaming, bro. Keep growing here, lah, bro. We'll try my best, brother. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that I can't. You can at times join daily live streams of this trader called Trader Nick. You gather more audiences. Trader Nick. Lama tak jumpa Movan, betul. Betul. Can we re-entry? Yes, upon a nice M15 closing. I miss TikTok live. I do too, bro. Tapi TikTok, it is more, they prefer all this trader yang tak tahu trade untuk live trade dekat sana. Trader yang layan floating 100 pips, layan floating 200 pips. Those traders that don't know how to trade and get every one of their viewers to lose money. TikTok prefers them to be on the live. TikTok doesn't like people like me. So it's okay, I also don't like TikTok. Powell news later usually one way or after the data is understood by those investors, right, bro? They have a lot of money, right? They have capabilities to invest billions and billions of dollars. Once they get the understanding what Powell has said and what the direct correlations of the markets would be, it usually is a one-way push lah, right? One way upwards or one way downwards. So for now, you can see a little bit of confusion, right? Especially on M1, we had a push up, then we had a push down. So now it's decision-making point. Okay, so decision-making point means that markets will need to tell us whether it's actually interested in going up or going down. So this sideways, if it's broken towards the upside, we have a break above the high, we have a breakout of structure towards the upside, yes, we're going to continue pushing up. But as of now, on the M5, we've had this structure here, which formed the lows, the highs, the higher lows, the higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. This is your higher high, and right now over here, we've got another higher low. So the trend ultimately is still bullish on the lower time frame, as well as on M15. Some of you guys may be worrying that, oh bro, maybe this is a head and shoulders, this is your left shoulder, this is your head, and this is your right shoulder. I wouldn't worry too much about that because I'm zooming out a little bit more, and I'm seeing this as your left shoulder, this as your head, and this whole thing here, right? The whole thing here as your potential right shoulder before we get a push towards the upside. But like I said, it's late at night, it's not going to be easy. I'm expecting his news to be giving us volume. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, boys. But if it does happen, then we'll be able to capitalize on it properly. As of now, the setup that we took just now is still valid to hold. The only thing is that I've placed my break-evens. I've been taken out on break-evens. Am I still holding on the other account? I am. Alright, but that account is usually an account that I never take profit, bro. Alright, I do take profit for certain layers, but I eventually end up holding one layer from each entry because it's an uptrend, because it's a bullish market, and because market is just breaking through all-time highs after all-time highs. Right, so that analysis usually is done on the daily, on the weekly. So you've seen this whole push to the upside. I've been trying to capitalize on this, and I was blessed that I was given the opportunity to. Right, so I don't think in the history of trading gold we've ever seen this many consecutive bullish candles on the weekly. Definitely not this many consecutive candles on the monthly as well. Right, so if this candle was the only bearish one, otherwise it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of 10 months this year was pretty much bullish for gold. We didn't have one month that was sort of bearish for gold. So ultimately you can see that the trend is pretty much bullish, and I do not know where this will stop. Some suggesting the price to probably hit all the way up to 4.5. So we're looking at that as a possible scenario as well. 4.5 for gold would not be too far away lah, based on wherever we are currently at. It's another 4,000 pips away. Yeah, explain damn good, straightforward and fast. The fast part is not supposed to be fast, bro. Right, but the fast part is because I'm multitasking with a lot of things. So I know if I take my own sweet time and explain, I'll probably miss a couple of things happening lah. Bro, if me and my friend want to get personal coaching session from you in person, possible? Possible, bro, but in person means we've got to arrange somewhere around KL, Selangor lah, bro. But if you're in outskirts, it'll probably be a bit difficult for the both of us. Unless you're able to come to KL, then we can do it lah. But even if that is the case, bro, this week will be your last week. Because next week onwards, yeah, I'm going to be off. To annoy you, it could be like 1 or 2 to 3 hour sesh. To not annoy you, it could be like a 1 or 2 time 2 to 3 hour sesh, as we already have basics. If you got basics, bro, basically it's just the risk management part of things, the strategical part of things, the fine tuning of zones, which, yeah, like you said, 2-3 hours, 2 sessions, 3 sessions, it should be good enough. Yes, brother, that's right. We in KL, bro. I work there and friends stay at Jalan Pan. Ah, it's nearby. Okay, boys, we're approaching the zone once again. Let me monitor this properly. Right, we have liquidity over here. If we get to take this liquidity out, right over here. Okay, if we get to take this one out right over here, this will be a nice potential re-entry point. Okay, but price might not want to do it also. Okay, we could just straight go up. So this area here, if you guys are willing to take some risk, you want to go for some small lot entries, you can try and layer all the way down for about 33 pips. Can I re-entry? Can re-entry, brother. Tapi dia mungkin dia boleh ambil liquidity dekat bawah, which is dekat kawasan sini Right, this one here. Dia mungkin boleh ambil sampai sini 4126 4126. So kalau you layer sekarang, you kena pasti you boleh layer sampai 4126. Right, if you enter right now, you got to make sure you can layer all the way until 4126. Apa saya akan buat? Saya akan letak limit terus dekat sini. Right, I'll place a buy limit over here, just below this lows. Kalau dia trigger, bagus. Alright, settle. Just want to learn how you analyze and mark entry. I know RBR, DBD, liquidity marking, etc., but always fail to have precision like yours. Okay. Usually once you have that mastered, bro, it's just practice, bro. I think if you have a session with me also, I'll pretty much just tell you to do a couple of things and get you to just practice and then get back to me. Right? Because that's usually what I teach. Right? Maybe it's just toggling around time frames, knowing which time frame to pay attention to during what session, picking the right time to trade, timing your trade well enough, deciding what risk appetite to go for with each trade you take, which trade to risk more, which trade to risk lesser, how to grow, how to compound, how not to take unnecessary losses, this minor stuff, bro. Also want your opinion, is Vantage a decent broker? Vantage is a how to say, it's an A book broker lah bro, right? Which means that these guys, they have direct liquidity providers, right? There is a upside and a downside towards brokers like them. The upside is that your withdrawals will definitely not be a problem. Downside is your withdrawals may take longer than usual. Okay, because it comes directly from the liquidity provider, not from the broker, right? So some brokers, like for instance Valitex, these guys operate in a hybrid manner, right? Where you have a book, you have a B book. So some orders are sent to the liquidity providers, some orders are directly by the broker to the trader directly itself. So that's why sometimes you withdraw on Valitex within an hour, within 30 minutes, within 2 hours, you get your withdrawals in. On Vantage, it could take a day, it could take 2 days, and sometimes it could take, yeah, within the same day itself. The others sort of, I don't know if you would look at this as a downside or not, but it depends on the capital that you use to trade. But if you're trading on platforms like Vantage, your maximum leverage will pretty much be 1 to 500, brother. Right? You will not be given any leverage more than 1 to 500. But all these other brokers that operate in a hybrid manner, or they also have options for B-book trading, then you will be given leverages up to 1,000, up to 2,000, some even up to 5,000, and of course some crazy ones that's not very sustainable would give you all the way up to 1 to infinity leverage. For me, I would prefer personally the broker that gives me at least a 1 to 1,000, better a 1 to 2,000. So just these two things, bro. But generally, like, I've had multiple people that use that broker as well. I've never tried it out myself, so I cannot vouch for it. Okay, if anybody decided to take those buys, boys, you are pretty much running about 60 pips, because the offering is quite wide, including indexes, bonds, and even soybean and orange juice, ZFZ. Yeah, a lot of things. Right, a lot of things. Bro, given the Malaysian laws issue, what is your plan moving forward? Not moving forward, bro. Putting an end to it. Any broken name to start? I can't be mentioning those names, bro. Boys, anything about any brokers or whatsoever, drop admin a text. Right, drop admin a text. I cannot be openly talking about this. I mean, technically it's only imposed on the 1st of November, but if any of you guys decide to fuck me over and, you know, take screen recordings of this, then I'm going to be screwed. So I choose not to do that. I'm not associated or, you know, linked with any broker directly itself. I'm just trading by myself. I'm just sharing whatever I know. So yeah, if you guys find whatever I like interesting, you guys can follow through. If you guys don't like it, don't follow through. What a bloody push. Superb. Okay boys, if this M5 closes like this right now, right, we are getting a very nice demand formed over here. Okay, and we also have like a trend line right now from the top to bottom. This looks like an M5 bull flag. Okay, we'll extend like this, and we will also extend it like this. Okay, we will extend it both ways, like this and like this. So this bull flag, if it does break towards the upside, I think we will have a second re-entry. Probably take an entry slightly higher, somewhere around here. We'll buy high and we'll target that same 3151 level. Right, 3151 will be my TP point. This is gonna pop. This is gonna pop anytime now. It's gonna pop. Yep, M5 closing solid. This pullback is the pullback I want to buy, boys. I mean instant from 3.8 onwards. Right, 3.8 to 3.5 most probably. Give me a decent pullback, we'll probably enter. No, definitely not stopping to trade. When it happens, you guys will know. Right, when it happens, you guys will know. If you guys are in WFX Capital Club, let me just tell you guys, there's nothing to worry about. But if you guys are watching this and you guys are still in the public, then you guys have everything to worry about, because this won't happen anymore. Ooh, what a push. What a sexy move. What's the fees for one-to-one coaching, bro? It's $1,000, bro. That is true, guys. So much going in VIP. I mean, those who knows, you guys know. If you guys are in it, you guys know. I've been giving you guys my best, even though I have a busy schedule or whatever it is lah. Wherever I am in this world, you guys are never ever ever left out. If I have like even 15 minutes to spare, that 15 minutes is spared with you guys. That's the level of dedication that I give. Come on, give me a pullback. Boys, this pullback will be buying, yeah? Right, this pullback will be buying. Oh, we've all gone together. Thank you, brother. Let's go. Must fund Starlink mobile satellite internet for Movan after this in jungle so you can set up. My man. Okay, boys, I'm going to take some instant entries over here, okay? I'm going in some instant entries over here right now from 3.8. I would love to have layers all the way down till even 3.5 and potentially even 3.3. So layers slowly. But I'm going to take some instant over here because this may be just a very sharp entry. But if it wants to float, it can float a little bit. If it floats, better for me, I get more entries in. If it doesn't float, at least I have some entries over here. Okay, so I'm entering these buys. I'm already in it. SL will be at 3.2, boys. Right, 32. Or you can go with the 20-30 pips SL as well, just in case you don't have a very large account to trade with. Look at that zero float. Just look at that zero float, boys. Did you see? Are you looking at the zero float? That's a 40 pip push, yeah? Right, that's a 40 pips instant move. Right, instant move. $45 pips to be precise. Look at that. Boys, that's a straight to TP trade. Right, one candle. Two candles lah. Okay lah, two candles lah. Two candles and straight to TP we go. I'm gonna cash in some of those entries right now. And I'm gonna hold the rest. Right, as usual, BE sahaja. When you have your break evens, you have nothing to worry about. What a trade, what a trade. It took us, what, 3 minutes, boys? We entered here on this pullback. Okay, we entered on this pullback. I told you guys it could zero float because this is your M1 structure, right? Your M1 structure is over here, your M1 resistance. This is your resistance, resistance breakout, pullback. This is your first entry. Now, of course, price can always come back, go deeper, come to this lower levels here at like 3.4, 3.5, and then any push to the upside. Now, if that happens, that's the third entry. But the fact that we took this entry over here, we got instant 55 pips. Nice one. Not nice. You tell me not nice. Within 4 minutes, you get a 55 pips to 60 pips move. It's not nice. You cannot grow your account. Movan bro, read my messages. I still remember my days in Movan's life. 1 hour 20. Hey, wait. 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours, 30 pip move. Now 10 minutes, 100 pips to 200 pips move. Bro, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it, bro. Now it's like if I'm trading and I'm trading on M1, yeah, last time, right, if I used to, just scalp just on M1 alone, yeah, I would expect 30, 40 pip movement. Now if I'm trading on M1, if it's not 100 pips, I'm not closing, boys. Right? If it's not 80 pips, 70 pips, I'm not closing. Because that's how much M1 itself gives. This is crazy. So you use RBS, SBR breakout on M1 as an added confluence? Yes. Right? As an added confluence? Yes. Definitely to snipe this kind of trades, of course. I'll always remember the day I put 50 USD because Movan told me to. Ended up making $3,400. Oh shit! Boys! To the moon! To the freaking moon! Is this a 100 pip move? Oh! Look at her go! Look at her go! Look at her go! Look at her go! Look at her go, bro! So sexy. Almost at my TP, boys. Another 50 pips away from my TP. But this is structural take profit, yeah? Okay, this is structural take profit because this was the highs I was targeting for price to take out. Okay, this high is right over here. We have already taken out those highs right now. Oh, but I forgot, what does BME mean? BME stands for Breakout Manipulation Entry. Right? It's pretty much the entry that we got over here. And the entry that we got over here based on this, okay, you guys see, based on this demand. So I show you on line chart, easier for you to understand. You have your rally, base rally over here, a break below, a break above. This pullback is your is your entry. Okay, and then we go, and then we break below again, and then we break above here. Pullback, buy, pullback, buy. Then pull back, buy, fly. What a beauty, brother. Did you guys capitalize? Please tell me you guys did. I really hope you guys did. $41.50, boys. $41.50 it is. RBR zone on what time frame? The RBR zone on what time? M30, bro. You can go on M30, you will find I think it's H1. Okay, on H1 there is the zone. Okay, you go M30, you can make the zone a bit smaller. You go M15 also, you see the same thing, bro. So you look at the same level, you look at the same zone, you just go across multiple different time frames to see if you can find a way to make it smaller. Now if I'm looking at M15, this is the zone. If I'm looking at M30, this is the zone. If I'm looking at M15 also, this is the same zone. Okay, so this zone here, you will realize price will create a lot of hangama, bro. Okay, once it breaks below already, immediate pullback, immediate dump. Right, immediate breakout, pullback, dump. That's TP hit, boys. Okay, that's my TP hit, smashed, done deal, seal it. I want to see it. Oh, holy mama. Holy mama. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lock it in right now. Now, if, what's this, 9 more minutes to go, right, 9 more minutes to go. If this H1 candle actually closes above 4150, boys, if this H1 candle closes above 4150, we're going to the all-time highs, alright, and we're probably going to 42 above, right? I don't know where, I can't target. If I target that, you'll ask me if I'm a fortune teller or something. I'm not a fortune teller, right? But we're going to break through all-time highs and we're going to just continue pushing, okay? So Wednesdays and Thursdays are the days to be careful of. This past 2 weeks, the days that I've been getting my fingers burnt the most is Thursday. So this week Thursday, let me just tell you guys, let me be honest with you guys, this week Thursday, there's a very high chance I will stay out of the market. Okay, so if you guys are in WFX Capital Club and the whole of Thursdays, you see me not sending you any signals, is because I'm a little bit traumatized by Thursdays. Right, Thursdays always seems to take away my money. Right, so this week Thursday, I'm probably just going to try my best to stay away and not let it take away my money again. So one of these days, either Wednesdays or either Thursdays, is usually the reversal day. So during the reversal days, we can sell, boys. I'm not saying you can't sell. But I just don't want to sell a market that is breaking through all-time highs. Right? Unless there's H1 or H4 confluences, then it's a different thing. Problem is that by the time the H1 or the H4 gives us the confluence, we are sort of approaching a potential buy zone. So instead of waiting for it to break, we try those buys, and then those buys end up not working out because it breaks, and then to react, it's a bit difficult. Right? So Thursdays, most probably I'll stay out, but we smashed it today, we'll smash it again tomorrow. Re-entry B mana ya bro? Re-entry B sekarang dia dekat 4145, 4146 macam tu lah. Right, kena tengok dekat M5, dia punya structure yang dia baru break dekat sini. Right, M5 structure yang dia break dekat 4142. This is the structure that it's broken. So kita akan gunakan hidden base dekat sini. We can use this hidden base. Tapi kena tunggu lah. Now it's time to take profit first. Tutup dulu, take profit dulu. 500 pips sudah, I tengah running. Uish, gila. 500 pips, boys. Thursday messing me up for the past 2 weeks, bro. Trauma, bro. True, bro. So if we realize that's the case already, why want to keep fighting, correct or not? If we keep fighting means that means we got ego problem, right? I don't have ego problem, bro. My ego is nothing compared to what the amount of money that is flowing in the market, bro. I want to get Thursday right. I want to break the curse. But I don't want to fight. Because I can make so much of money, like, you know, mother chode. Wait, this thing I tell you, stay there, don't move, don't joget. What structure, bro? Do you mean by the tiny retest pips? Yes. Can't see your screen to the left, bro. Can't see my screen. You mean the MT5 or the trading view, bro? Like, I was very last minute to prepare for the live because it was a very unplanned thing. So now my screen is arranged in such a way that it's a bit difficult for me to arrange everything in place. The next stream, I'll make sure it's a bit nicer to see lah. For now, MT5 memang if I want to do it means I have to make it smaller. And I don't really want to make it a little smaller because then you guys won't be able to see it. I mean, let's try. Let me try. Is it better? Can you guys see more right now if I zoom in? I think it's a bit better. Chun pai, okay, nan cantik. Alright, here we go. What do you think about XAUSD? It's been pumping like mad also, bro. I think it's got a lot of potential as well. What a freaking awesome trade, man. First one was a 1 to 5 risk to reward. Second one was a 1 to 1.5. Marvelous. Fantastic. Fantabulous. So the structural buy right now, boys, this is your previous high. Right, this is your previous swing high. The fact that we have broken above the swing high, we can come for the first instant retest, then a deeper retest before we continue pushing. This should see price going at least up till here. First target, and then second target, of course, lies your all-time highs already. Put some spin on it. After this entries 4145, 4142, you guys want to try with me? We can try high risk buys. Make sure you guys are segregating your profits. We just had a banger of a day. So if you still want to keep going, we can still keep going. We can try this high risk entries just because the momentum of the markets right now is still strong bull. So we can try 4145, 4142 with SL at maybe 4139. Right, this could be a potential setup. SL's at 4139. Can be tried to ride this up higher, but I would love for markets to come and give me a retest at like this 4142. Yeah, 4142 would be best. But this is a re-entry position right now, boys. Right, I'm gonna take some small instance over here. Okay, entering again, small instant entries over here, 4145. This is the previous breakout retest. I would love to buy over here, so I will place my limit for buys over here. SL at 39. If it M5 breaks below 39, that's not supposed to happen. That will indicate a temporary trend change. So if you want to continue this trend, ride it and continue just buying and follow the trend and follow the direction, then of course 3139 is a crucial price point. Okay, approaching, boys. My limit's being triggered. This is your buy zone right now. What concept is the deeper retest called? Manipulations, bro. Right? That's just manipulations. Why am I not being able to focus? Okay. I believe that is good. Okay, all levels, all layers triggered. Quite bearish, but I'm going to fight this. I believe this is a bearish retest. 1 o'clock in another 7 seconds, a new H1 candle. I don't like the fact that H1 is rejecting like mad. Boys, SL, if M5 breaks below 39, If there's an M5 break below 39, you cut. If not, we continue to hold. As always, practice the M5 rule. Liquidity being taken out on M5 time frame right now. As you guys can see, this one over here, this is your previous low. Right, this is your previous low. Market is coming to hunt that previous lows right now. My goodness, this fella is pissing the fuck out of me. If you get a nice M5 rejection from here, this will fly. If we don't flip bullish on M5 here, then it's not good. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right, boys, highest entries close right now. Close your highest entries right now. Close all your highest entries right now. Marvelous. Okay. Now we wait and hold. It's the power of the M5 rule, man. That's probably the biggest sauce that I've dropped to you guys. And if you guys keep using that, you will notice a significant change in your win rate. Now you see, if this M5 closes like this, boys, okay, exactly a bullish candle like this, this was your hidden demand, your hidden base over here, okay, price broke through the base, indicating that there was a trend change, a very strong bearish candle. This is a bearish engulfing, right? But then the next candle, significantly, we have a break back above. Now if we break above back again, then I will expect the next candle to open somewhere here, have a shadow, come collect this 4142.5 or anywhere within this zone. The zone is from 4143.5 all the way down till 4148.5. So say it's a 20 pip zone. I will expect the next candle to open somewhere here, form a shadow, that means dump a little bit, come collect, we'll have another entry over here, and then we'll ride that all the way back to the top. But for now, the entries that you took from 4145 to 4142, secure the highest levels or the highest entries at break even. I've closed the majority of it. I'm only holding the entries that I've taken and my stop loss. Right, so now for me to get stopped out is pretty much to get PE hunted. Cannot see the price. On my trading view, you guys can't see the price, and no one also told me about it. Y'all are just fantastic. Y'all are just great. Now only can see the price. Use form tape 3M. Now the thing is that I'm not putting this here permanently, right? It's just here for temporary purposes. Boys, 50 pips. Yeah, 50 pips from the lowest. That's right. 60 pips from the lowest. Another snipe. Okay. Perfect closing on M5. We should dump. We should come back to this grey color zone, or this, what color is this? Brown? Yellow? Gold? Copper? Something? Whatever color. We should come back here. If we do, I will take another buy. If we don't, let it fly all the way up. I don't mind. Cream. Cream. Fine. Beige. Fair enough. You're really mad scientist. Oh, we've got to praise your work, but not only that, you're very honest and we appreciate you a lot. Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate you too. Honesty is something that is very, very hard to find in this industry, bro. Especially in the forex field, right? Everybody is just faking it because they're trying to make it. I tried faking it to make it in the beginning of my journey. It didn't get me anywhere. So now I just try to be real. I lose. So be it. What can I do? I'm not the market maker. What? The days that I win like fuck. I win like mad, and I make sure I win with you guys. So we keep it real that way. Lama tak masuk live you Movan. Rindu juga. Saya pun rindu buat live. Sumpah saya cakap, rindu buat live. Tanpa buat live, I rasa macam my life is incomplete. Kau faham tak? Tapi itulah lumrah kehidupan kan. Reality dia. So kenalah terima. Nak buat macam mana kan? Sebab you tak live, I stop trade. Alamak. Saya akan cubalah guys. Tapi itulah, selepas 1 November pun, kalau saya buat live, kalaulah saya buat live, dia takkan ada live kat YouTube ke, live kat TikTok. Bukan sebab saya tak nak, sebab tak boleh. So dia akan mungkin live dekat Zoom ke, dekat Google Meet ke, ataupun I buka I punya platform sendiri, I punya Whoop, I akan buat live dekat Whoop ke. I ada plan lah. Apa-apa plan yang kita akan ada, nanti kita akan bagi tahu. We love you so much, maybe not more than Diva, but just one day I must bring you for a drink, bro. Gotta give back all the knowledge you've taught you. Hey, brother, no worries, bro. Pay me back with your success, man. That's all I want. That's all I want from every single one of you guys, right? That have followed me through. You've probably joined a random person's live on TikTok, saw someone talking about the markets and decided to stay there because, I don't know, maybe my voice is nice, right? And you got some value out of it and you guys decided to stay all the way till there. The only thing that I want, or the only thing that I really pray for, is for all of you guys to pay me back with your success. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Boys. Okay. We're running 70 pips right now. Okay, we're running 70 pips right now. From my entries, we're up about 115 pips. Very beautiful. The 100 pips is TP wajib, so I'm not going to hold this any longer. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cash it in. One layer, that one forcefully, so I have to hold. Me become private already. True. Jeff, trade with you for almost 2 years. I'm seeing you at your peak madness. Really happy for you. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie lah, right? This past couple of months has literally been my... I don't want to say this, and I'm not going to say this, guys. Every time I say this, the universe finds its way to like making me humble myself down. But you guys get the point, right? You guys probably get the point. I'm just not going to like say it out of my mouth. I don't want those words out of my mouth. Okay? But you guys get it. You're a butterfly now. Not a caterpillar. We all grow, bro. That's the whole goal, right? It's all for us to grow. And I've seen some of you guys on my live. You guys have grown. Every time I see your feedbacks, every time I see your trades, man, mad respect to every single one of you guys, because it's not easy. Especially days that we go through SLs, especially days that we go through losses. Bro, those days, it's not easy for me. And I'm sure it's not easy for you guys. But the next day, you show up. So y'all never stop showing up, right? That's why every single one of you guys today that's benefiting is because of you, right? It's because of you. It's because of your intentions. It's because of you. I start trading for full time. Your education, especially MTFA, BME and pointing key level is so powerful. Thanks, Movan. My pleasure. My pleasure. Make the most of it and make the most money out of it as well, right? One thing lah guys, right? This is the one thing that most people may not tell you, but I'm telling you this because I'm telling you this from experience. When you start making money and if you start getting, good consistent trades, you start seeing your trading account grow, right? You start seeing numbers in your account become larger. From seeing those normal hundreds or 50s or 200s, even $500, right? If that has been a normal number for you, once you've reached that level where making $100 is nothing new, it's not strange, it's not abnormal. Right? The moment that number starts growing, don't have the ideology to keep growing the number in your trading account. Right? Switch that mindset towards growing your bank balance. Withdraw, or if you don't want to have your bank balance, because to be fair guys, the banks think I'm broke. I am broke, but my crypto wallet doesn't suggest the same. Okay? So if you guys don't want to go through your banks, withdraw it out, keep it in your crypto wallet, just make sure it's out of the market. Because when it's in the market, there will come points of times when the devil gets to us. Every single trade that I've lost till date, let me tell you this one time. Every single trade that I've lost till date is not because my strategy didn't work, but it was because of me, right? The devil got to me. and the devil made me make decisions that if I was using my mind at that point of time, I may have not made it because I had the accessibility of funds. Right? So practice that discipline, grow your bank account, withdraw as much as you guys can, and then you will see yourself gradually growing. In my journey, you're a part of it, and it was a blessing. My pleasure, boys. Very, very true towards Xauusd. Being there every time, up and down. 100%, bro. It's all about risk management. Do you have any idea why it plays like that? Because I'm seeing a pattern here. I grew long. You mean the price? You're talking about the price, bro? Or you talking about your hair? Which one? Speaking of pattern, if you really studied the market for the past 5 weeks, 1 minute. One minute breakout, this is your demand, pull back to the demand, fly from here. It's a potential retest. What could happen is a potential retest to then go higher and take out these highs. I definitely don't look at Wednesday being a sell-off day right now. Like, it's not giving me any hints of that. So I think tomorrow is just going to continue buying, boys. Right, so all my entries that I'm holding with BE right now. Right, oh wait, fuck. Okay, wait, I gotta secure some here as well. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, I'm gonna go with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. Check volume. 1:13 at night. I don't. You mean the volume indicator, bro? If you're talking about the volume indicator, I've never used it, bro. So I don't really know how to use it. I mean, generally, I know it just tells you about volume. I'm gonna hold my BE and for tomorrow and Thursday. For Thursday, be careful. Right? For Thursday, please be careful. Tomorrow, I'd say it's still fine. I think it's still fair, based on, you know, Powell's announcement, how it had like a positive impact on gold. As we can see right now, gold's price is pushing up, not pushing down. So whatever Powell has said definitely has given a positive impact on the market for gold. Right? So I think tomorrow there's a high chance that we may continue. Just give me 1 minute. Let me just check Forex Factory, because I think there was supposedly CPI tomorrow. Right? Supposedly lah. But I don't think it's about to happen. Yeah, there's no CPI tomorrow. Right? So it's probably not going to happen as long as the US still stays under a shutdown. Right? But tomorrow 8:30 we have Empire State Manufacturing Index. It looks to be just another random day. However, tomorrow at 9:30 AM in the morning, boys. Right? So if you guys are in Malaysia, wake up in the morning, 9 o'clock, 9:30, I think you're going to get a very good trade. Right? And the reason I'm saying that is because there is the Chinese CPI tomorrow. Right? This one over here is China announcing their CPI yearly and their PPI yearly. Right? So we know the main reason why gold has been pumping like mad. Right? One of the biggest and main reasons is the tariffs that Trump has now imposed on China. What was China's first action when they saw tariffs being imposed? Was that they decided to go and buy a shitload of gold. Right? So now China is trying to be a big player in the gold market. So tomorrow's CPI data that is released will definitely have an impact on the market. Right? So pay very close attention. Tomorrow 9:30 in the morning, we may see big movements. And I'm expecting it to be a big movement towards the expectations. Check back again with price actions at that point of time, and we'll be able to see what exactly is the total impact of it lah. Now this looks like a valid re-entry level, right, from 4.2 all the way down till what, 4.39. Or if I'm looking at this same level here, this would be from 4.4 until 4.1.5. I don't think we're going to get it, because if it usually is following the pattern, it will pretty much just go straight. It will just fly straight. What about Europe time? Europe, So it's 9:30 in the morning GMT plus 8, bro. So Europe time, just do some maths, bro. 9:30 GMT plus 8, so Europe time, Europe is what? GMT, I don't know. Just do some maths, bro. Wait, Powell spoke already, damn, it showed 3:30 AM. No, it was 2:30, it was at 12:30, 12:20. He has spoken. He spoke more about the job markets, how they are currently in a low firing and low hiring season. So they're not really firing a lot of people, but at the same time they're also not hiring a lot of people. They're just keeping it in a close control environment. Pissing the fuck out of me. Boys, re-entry. This is a potential re-entry level right now. I'm going to take some small lots over here. You could use the same SL at 3.9. I would go with maybe 3.7. And I'm using the wrong lot. Great. Not a deeper pullback. It may happen, lah, bro. Right? It may happen, lah. So just manage your risk, lah, guys. Right? Just manage your risk. If it wants to come right now, it could also do this move. Your liquidity over here. Right? This is your liquidity over here. You have your demand over here. So your demand is from 3.0 until 2.8. It could also do this move. Take this liquidity out, tap this demand level from here, a nice buys all the way towards the upside. The fact that I'm buying here right now, I'm trying to just ride the momentum. But if it chooses to switch over here and sway sway towards bearish, then of course we'll see it breaking below and it will come and hit my SL. So again, small risk, small lots, hits your SL, M5 breaks, you should not feel anything. Right? It should not change the day from being a profitable one to an unprofitable one. Right? But this is a high risk setup, boys. It's a high risk continuation setup. If this BME on M5 does decide to play out the way I want to, then we're going to see this hidden demand giving us a nice buy here. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to see price coming here, boys. This demand here, actually this demand here looks like a much nicer zone. Right, it looks like a much more nicer zone. When I have some limits placed over here. Maybe it'll come probably in the morning tomorrow after market open. It can come collect this and then fly. Or maybe later at night, it can come and collect this and fly as well. When it comes, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it will come. There's a fresh breakout, so it should come. Judging by this M5 closing, this doesn't look like a good setup anymore, boys. I'm going to reduce my risk over here. Make it 4140 as my SL, okay? 4140 SL saya. 4140, boys. Right, SL, I've updated it from 4137 to 4140. I don't like the previous M5's closing, so I'm reducing the risk exposed on this trade. Yeah, very tight SL, right? I wouldn't do this if I had full faith in the setup, but the previous M5, the way it closed, it wasn't that nice. It's running right now. I think we are up about, what, 40 pips? I don't think this setup is going to work out, right? It's just a It's just the spider sense in me that's tingling right now. So if you guys are running profit, you want to just scalp this, you guys can scalp this. Or if you want to just hold 1 or 2 layers and close the rest, you guys can do that as well. We've got to break this high, or at least this opening. So 4145.5 is what we need to break. 4146 is to the moon. But we break 4145 is good. We break 4146.6, we definitely flying. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does, great. It did. Okay, now we can secure the highest, right? I'm closing off the highest entries over here. Right, closing off my highest entries over here. And I'll have this both. Cepat korang BE guys. If you guys want to hold this, you quickly BE because this setup looking risky. Right, this setup looking risky. Unless we break 46, then the risk is mitigated. Right, but as long as we stay below that 46.6 level, which is the previous M5's high, is risky. So I think it's still 40 pips. Right, we're not taking 15 pips, boys. We're taking at least what, 50 pips. Good enough. Nice fly. M5 closing in another 1 minute 50 seconds. If this is the closing, perfect. 900 today is enough. Great. Good job. Good job. But this has potential right now, boys. If it closes like this, now it has potential. 4168. I don't know, I don't wanna, don't hold me accountable to this, right? But my expectations, right, boys, to the 58 of you guys that are watching the stream today, my expectations is that from the time that I probably end my life, which is maybe in another 10 more minutes time, right, all the way until the market close, I anticipate them to just be a little sideways, right? Maybe the sideways will be a big of a range, 50, 60 pips of a sideways, could even be 100 pips, right? After that sideways of up and down is done, tomorrow morning when the candle opens, I expect that price is probably going to have a push, a rally all the way up, first to 4160, right? This is 4160 over here, right? Why 4160? As you guys can see on M15, there's a nice QM structure over here, right? We have a beautiful QM structure over here. This is your first, so let me just put a price target there, price note, right? So 4168 would be your first price target. Second price target would be 4178, and I think that tomorrow we most likely will see another ATH, right? There's a very high chance for that to be the case. Okay, alright, let's go, boys. This M5 candle made me scared for no reason. We just went into about a 9 pips drawdown, and now we are up 70 pips. Let's go. M5, beautiful closing. This is a closing for price to fly. $41.51. Let's go. Thanks a lot. I've been in your wolf pack since first. You are the best. Thank you, brother. 900 today. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. 900 a day keeps the 9 to 5 away, bro. Solid entries today, boys. Memang mantap. Let me show you guys the H4 of this chart. These are all entries that I'm holding, boys. Okay, all these entries are just a single layer 0.05, single layer 0.05, single layer. All these are just one layers each, right? All of which, if you guys are seeing here, right, these are all the single entries that's running this much. I didn't do anything, I just took the same setups that I shared with you guys, right? And these are the exact same setups that I just ended up leaving one entry. I just left one 0.05 for the fuck's sake of it, right? I left it, set BE, left it, set BE, left it, set BE, right? All the way through. And this is the same thing that I'm doing right now as well, right? And you guys can do the same thing as well. Whatever trades that you take, don't close all. Close 99% of the positions, just leave one entry, set BE. Comes back down, collects your BE. You're not going to get hurt. It's one freaking entry, bro. It's one freaking layer. You may lose $50 lah. Say the entry was running 100 pips. You set your BE. You were running 50 USD on a 0.05 lot. And then it comes back down and it takes your BE. You lose that 50 USD of profit. It doesn't change your life, right? But at the same time, if that 0.05 goes up 1,000 pips, then it becomes $500. Then that is like closer to the amount that could change your life. Then it goes up like 4,000 pips. Then it starts running 2,000 USD. Then it becomes even more closer to like, wow, this is a monthly salary right now. Which is pretty insane. Beautiful 100 pips, boys. Right, I hope some of you guys ended up holding just a couple of your entries, 1, 2 layers. I'm holding 2. I have nothing to cry or what rant about that. It's still a fantastic day. But beautiful entry nevertheless. Now let me just run through this one more time with you guys. Do you know why I took my entries here? Does everybody have the clear understanding of why was this my entry zone? Or some of you guys just followed through with whatever that I did? Or since I bought, you also bought? Or you guys understood the reasoning behind why the entry was taken? Because this is the same concept that I share with you guys every day in the channel, every time I stream on live, and in every video of mine that you will find. Right? It's a simple, classic BME example. I hope to get to hold and layer like you. You are deep in profits. It took me 4 years, lah, brother. Right? It took me 4 freaking years to do this. So whatever that I'm doing right now, whatever that I've just accomplished, I have never done it in my entire trading journey. This is the first time. Right? Maybe I have made big flips before, but never have I been able to capitalize on such big of a pip movement. My biggest before this was 1,000 pip movement, boys. I have one 0.05 right now that's from 3408. It's about to be 10,000 pips in another 300 pips. Sorry, it'll be 10,000 pips. Is it already 10,000 pips? No, 3408 to 4408 will be 10,000 pips. It's currently running 7,000 pips, boys. One 0.05. I've never caught a movement that big before in my entire life. Structure and trend line entry. Fair enough. Could have been, right? But more so, what made me confident enough to like, okay, I feel like this is where I will layer more. You know, there will always come a point, like risk management aside, okay, there will come trades that you want to take a bigger risk, or maybe put in a bigger capital, or maybe take a bigger percentage risk. Like for me, if you ask me, the concept of risk the same amount on every single trade, I don't believe in that. Right? I am not that guy, or I'm not that guru that tells you never risk more than 1% per trade. Only risk 1% per trade. I'm not that guy. Okay, because I'm like, if you studied 4 years, fuck it. If you studied 6 months to master your craft, to master trading, why risk 1%? That's how much you trust your edge. Like, I trust my edge. I know for a matter of fact that what I do has a significant win rate. So no, I'm not taking 1% risk. Sorry. Alright, that's not going to be me. I'm going to risk what I can afford to lose. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. So be it. Because I know that 70 to 80% of the time, it's going to work out. Right? So, what made me use this level here is pretty much because of what we had right over here. Okay, the same hidden base. Where we took the entries the first time, right? This is your demand. So, this is your rally. Price before going up did a pullback first. So, your rally, base, rally. So, this is your hidden demand. Your hidden base right over here. These two candles, the candles high and this candles low, makes up your hidden base. Together with the previous structure high was also here, right? So this was the previous high of the market. When it broke out, I'm expecting a retest here. So the first retest was a deep one. Price broke below this zone, had a deeper retest, took this liquidity out, and then we broke back above. So remember I told you there's a scenario where price may come back to this peak zone, right? Because this is already your demand that got manipulated. So this is your breakout manipulation entry, right? Demand, break below, break above, pull back, full knee. Don't think twice, right? If you think twice, later you'll regret it. You do it out of 10 times, guys. If you were to commit to this kind of trades out of 10 times, you will win 7 out of 10 times. And I'm talking that is the bare minimum, right? 70% of the time you will see this working out, not for 15 pips, not for 5 pips, not for 20 pips. I'm talking, when I say my trades work out, right, guys? A trade of mine doesn't work out if it doesn't go more than 40 pips. 40 is my minimum, right? Anything below 40 is a trade that didn't work out. 40 is your minimum. So out of 10 trades that you take, maybe the 3 you will hit your SL and you will lose. You will margin call. You will MC your $100 or $200 account. But the balance 7 that you take, if you're following this exact same concept, you're going to see yourself flipping. You're going to see yourself making 200-300%. Or if you're just trading a $1,000 account and going in for 20% risk or 10% risk, you're going to see yourself making a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk to reward. Every single time you do the same concept, is definitely going to work. A tip or trick to this or a hack to this, you want the win rate to be significantly higher, trade during the later on part of the markets. During the 11 o'clock markets, 12 o'clock markets, 1 o'clock markets, you see this kind of structure forming, you go for it. Because then the win rate is significantly higher. You trade during like prime US session where there's news, there's all this, announcements, there's Trump and all. You're gonna see, wicks and shadows and stuff. But if you do it during this time, enjoy. Enjoy, boys, enjoy. Movan is back. Been long, but yeah. Been a while. Movan, don't be so transparent, lah. I'm an open book, bro. It's my biggest pro and also my biggest con. Right? The right people use this to the better benefits of them, grow, and I have no problem. The wrong people misuse it, lah. So it doesn't matter. I'm not going to change the way I am. That's the nature of person that I am. I'll just be me. People that just can't sync with me, they don't sync with me, as simple as that. I have me longs and goals. Ride it. I know that. That's why I talk about you to everyone I know. Man, I appreciate you, brother. I'm starting with 100 USD tomorrow. How much lots per trades do you suggest, bro? Romain, if you're starting with 100, if I'm doing it, right, I wouldn't give you an advice on what you should do, because I don't know how much would that 100 USD mean to you, right? But if I am doing it, and the scenario right now is that I'm down to my last $500. I'm just giving you a scenario. Okay, I'm just assuming something out of thin air here. I'm down to my last $500 and I have 100 USD right now to risk. Okay, I'm gonna decide that for this 100 USD, I'm gonna go medium risk, because I cannot go low risk. If I go low risk, I'm not gonna see money, right? And the problem is that when I get the winning setup and when I don't see enough of profits, I'm gonna want to chase and find the next setup, and that usually will result in me losing what's supposed to be a winning day, right? So when I say I take a medium risk, I'm gonna take a 20% risk of 100 USD account size. Okay, and the reason I'm telling you this, Romain, is because in my entire history of trading gold, right, I have lost maximum 4 times in a row, and that happened maybe twice. In my entire 4-year journey, I've lost maybe 4 times in a row, twice, right? But I've never, ever in my entire life lost 5 trades in a row before. Definitely before I became a trader, I used to lose. Every single trade I take was a losing trade, right? But I've never lost 5 in a row once I understood what I was doing. Right, so if I'm taking a 20% risk, the only way that I'm going to bust the 100 USD capital right now is if I were to lose 5 in a row. So I'm mitigating my risk from that perspective, because it's something that is pretty difficult to, happen. To lose 5 in a row is not easy. So I'm going to take 20% risk, which means that I'm risking 20 USD per setup. Then I'll go down to finding the setup that have a stop loss, maybe within 40 pips, bro. Right? So if it's $20 risk, 40 pips stop loss, that's 0.05. That's your max that you should be using. So 0.01, go 5 layers, bro. Alright? Now, if you're able to find, like if you're following signals, for instance, if you're following wolf signals, right, and I give you a zone, and you realize by the time you see the zone, price is already at the lowest of my zone, and from the SL, it's only about 20 pips away. Then you can go 0.1. So 0.01, you can go 10 entries, right? But your maximum risk per trade should be $20. Now, if for you 100 USD is like, you know what, bro, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to give it a shot. Then I'd say go high risk. Alright, go high risk, go 30%. Right, so if you're 30% risking on your account, you're taking a 30 USD risk. If it's a bad day, for instance, for unfortunate reasons, it's a bad day, trade 1, SL, trade 2, SL, trade 3, SL, MC, margin call. That's a bad day. If it's a good day, trade 1 TP, trade 2 TP, trade 3 TP, your 100 becomes maybe 250, maybe 190 at worst. So that's what I would suggest you to do. Right, always fall back to my FX book, go to the position size calculator, key in your account balance, what stop loss are you going to be using, and then find out what's the maximum lot size. I will never tell you a fixed lot size. Right, other guys out there, you've probably learned from other people as well, other channels may tell you 100 USD maximum 0.01, 200 USD maximum 0.02. Yeah, these guys don't know shit. Right, they don't know what they're talking about because they don't even know how to calculate lot size. So I'm telling you, your lot size is not something that is stagnant. It changes based on the setups. Setups with a tighter SL will have a bigger lot. Setup with a bigger SL will have a smaller lot. BME, is it like QM? It is similar concept, bro, because QM is called Quasimodo, right? And it is a manipulation structure, right? So how does a QM look? If say I were to draw it out for you right now, a QM will be in a structure like this. You have a high, you have a low, you have a higher high, you have a lower low, alright, and price comes back here to collect your QM level and then push to the downside. Okay, so in this supply, to explain this in supply and demand concept, this was your demand, right? Your demand that broke below. Okay, this is your demand broke below. When your demand breaks below, you create this structure known as the high, the low, the higher high, and the lower low. Okay, so here what we're expecting is the QM level to be triggered and for price to go below, right? So your BME is similar towards a QMM, a Quasimodo manipulation, right? Because if this is your demand, this is your rally, base, rally, this is a demand, this is a base, this is a buying structure. When price comes here, right, when it comes here, it's supposed to go up. But no, what happens is that it broke below. So when it breaks below, this demand over here has broken and is now going to be treated as a supply. It's going to be treated as a base for us to sell. Where do we sell? Over here. Of course, the shadows and whatsoever. I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm giving you the concept. Right? Now, after price goes down, once this move towards the downside, you sell here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, 70 pips running. Secure profits. You secure profits. After you secure, if price starts pushing and it comes back into the zone, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to try second entry because I think it's going to be a double top here, right? You think it's going to be something like that here, but no, what does it do? It breaks above. So here now, what do we have is we have a demand, we have a break towards the downside. So this demand has invalidated, it has become a supply, price came up to this region here, gave us a sell. But this sell couldn't continue its push towards the downside, probably because the trend is a bullish trend. Markets are still trending towards the upside. The bias of the market is still bullish. Fundamentals, strong bullish. So many reasons, right? So many reasons. Price goes back up again and it breaks. So here you have your break below. Here you have your break above. This then becomes a BME buy. So price comes back here, you buy, you buy, you buy, and boop, you fly. Makes sense? So yeah, QM is QM, but QMM, the Quasimodo manipulation, that is a BME concept, breakout manipulation entry concept. Who asked me that question? Isa. You understand now? What happened to our copy trading and what other announcements we expected you to announce, bro? I'm a bit busy, guys. Right? Not a bit, actually very, for me to even be doing live right now is a lot. But don't worry about it. This week that comes to an end, the moment this week ends, well, just to give you all a heads up lah, I'm gonna do this coming Friday. Right, this coming Friday our boy's turning 27. Right? So this week will be a busy week for me because it's my birthday week, and I'm just gonna do the best to take the best trades and make as much money as possible. Friday, birthday, next week will pretty much be the last week, and then whatever it is, again, if you guys are in WFX Capital Club, whenever we have the announcement ready for you guys, you will know. Don't worry about it. I will never leave you guys unattended to. Will gold sell from 4174? Alex, you want to be profitable trading these markets, bro? Focus on the buys, right? Until or unless it's Wednesday midnight or Thursday, only then switch towards the selling, right? Until or unless you don't see a bearish structure, don't sell. Just focus on buying, and the higher the price goes, the higher you buy. Because we are trending bullish, guys. This is an all-time high market, right? This is an all-time high market that has been influenced by government shutdowns, of course by war. Currently, you have tariffs. So many fundamental reasoning as per to what is making price push very, very strong. So until we don't see what happened with NFP, CPI, definitely PPI, FOMC, all this news doesn't get released, we won't know where actually the sell-off will happen from, right? And some fundamental experts has also suggested that price will be bullish all the way until 4.5k, right? That's 4,500 USD per ounce on gold, which would most likely put the price of gold in Malaysia. If you guys are in Malaysia, you're probably going to see gold at like 900 ringgit per gram. 900 ringgit per gram. Just about 6 months back, it was 400 ringgit per gram. So yeah, this year gold memang did something very, very historical, never been done before. First time we are seeing this happening. Good to be alive, right? Good to be alive. Yes, I still have the buy limits. That will be for tomorrow, right? That will be for tomorrow. I will not remove it. I will have it there. I will expect price to probably come back tomorrow, maybe in the market open, or maybe during the China CPI announcement at 9:30. I will expect markets to come. My buy limits is from 4135 all the way down to 4129. It's a big zone, so I don't want you to do it as well. You guys can either either wake up at 9:30 and then see where you can precisely get your entries, but there's most likely going to be the chance that I'm going to be asleep at that point of time, right? And even if I'm not asleep, I'm probably not going to be trading because I'll be awake. So I'll just have the limits there set, and I have my alerts also set on TradingView. If I need to be worried, I will be alerted on my TradingView. Otherwise, I'll just set and forget. I bought 50 grams of gold at 350. Where can I sell physical gold? Physical gold, sell it maybe Q1 of 2026, bro. If you're asking me where can you sell, as in like what price point, I wouldn't know for sure, but I would know that Q1 2026, basically like Chinese New Year lah, bro. That's when you already want to start selling, because I anticipate that to maybe be the temporary peak, because you know yearly candle will close in December. Let's look at the yearly candle here. 12 months. Okay, so this yearly candle, wow, is about to close. Right, this yearly candle is about to close in another 2 months time, and this yearly candle is pretty much a 15,000 pip candle. 15,000? Yeah, 15,000 pip candle. So after it closes, definitely the next month will open, the next year candle will open. So the candle may open and potentially go up first before we maybe have a slight pullback, right? But if you realize over the past couple of years, all these pullbacks right? This pullback on the yearly was pretty much a 800 pip pullback, right? This one here was a 2000 pip pullback. This one here was a very small, lesser than 200, 300 pip pullback. So Q1 2026 would probably be good points for you to, yeah, take profits. But your entry price point, right, bro, at 350 ringgit is so good, bro. You should not be selling it. Like, definitely you want some liquid cash. Don't sell all 50 lah, bro. Sell maybe 25 or maybe 15. Sell what you need to use, because you don't want to hold on to cash, bro. Hold on to gold is better. Because whatever sell-off that happens also, it's not to sell off. It's just a retracement. Where is my zones? Oh. Yeah, I think the sideways is going to start. Yeah, we'll sell a bit. Got total 150 Gs. Was thinking of hedging in banks. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. What you can do, I don't know if you know this, bro. What you can do, but this is of course towards the bigger leagues already. Like, you can use that holdings that you have right now, that 150 grams of gold that you are using that you have right now. You can use that as a collateral, right? And you can take a bank loan, right, to start up a business. Or instead of starting up a business, you could hedge that. I mean, you could use that as collateral, take up a loan and buy an existing business, buy a franchise, you know, or if you see, go for any FYP presentations or whatever lah, you know, buy an existing business that's already got revenue, and then just rotate your money that way, because then you cannot be taxed on borrowed money. 4341 still valid? Still valid. But it's just that whether you want to take entry right now or not lah, at such a time at night. I'm about to head out already, so if I get into this trade right now with you guys, I cannot leave until I don't exit the trade. You get it? So I will use probably this level, 4037. If it comes there, it comes there. Doesn't come there, so be it. Because I expect it to just pretty much be a sideways. For your wedding, ada koyak tak, bro? Buy gold. For my wedding, bro, to be honest, we prepared lah, right? I had everything gotten. I mean, I had everything secured like in the year of 2022. I knew eventually it was going to happen, like the person-wise, timeline-wise. So we planned ahead. So when we bought, I think it was about what, 250 grams, 312, 250, somewhere there lah. Good idea, bro. I was thinking of borrowing and using the funds to rotate into water. What a business, bro. What a business. You should, bro. You should. I mean, selling it would not be the best financial decision, bro. If you were to ask me, in all honesty, if I were to be having that same holdings, I would not do that. I would not sell, because to get such a good price, I don't think it's ever going to come back to 350, bro. Maybe it'll come back to maybe 400-ish, or, you know, 500-ish. But 350 is a solid price. So use it as a collateral, borrow, and see if you can, you know, turn that into cash flow. You don't have to make a lot of money, you just need passive cash flow. So that money then that you're using to borrow from the bank, the generations that's happening from that income that you're making through whatever business, or if you're investing into water, it should be able to cover your monthly repayment to the bank, and it should also be able to save, maybe settle your car repayment, or, you know, at least pay off one of your bill. Then it's a great investment, and you don't pay taxes on that, so you can write that off as well. I still have some doubts in the initial setup markings like you do every week from weekly, daily, H4, H1 and M5, predicting the zones. There's no prediction that needs to be done, guys, right? If you notice, the majority of the time, yeah, maybe sometimes I do predict the move, because we are in such a market right now, right? We sometimes are at a place where we have never seen price here before. Like when it's at an all-time high right now, we do not know if it's about to go higher. So at that point of time, of course, we have to predict, right? But the majority of the times when we're doing analysis, weekly, daily, mark out your highs, mark out your lows, mark out your open, mark out your closings. Once you get all of those four levels on each of those time frames, you drop down H4, you drop down H1, you try to look for SND, you try to look for SNR that is closest to those levels, those 8 or 7 levels that you have marked out for. Now once you have your SNR marked out, you have your SND marked out, done. You just go down to the lower time frames and then the waiting game takes place. So you wait for your M5 confirmations, right? Whether it's a double bottom, whether it's a QM, whether it's an inverse head and shoulder, whether it's a trend line breakout, whether it's a break of structure with a liquidity sweep, whichever is it that you find your eye spotting the best, do it. Because at the same time we are buying, guys, maybe 500 other channels are also buying, but not all 500 channels are buying exactly the same reason we are buying, correct or not? One channel may buy because he saw a trend line being broke. Another channel may buy because he saw a support. Another channel may be buying because he saw a demand. Another channel may be buying because he saw a fair value gap. But generally everybody's buying, right? So what reason that you need to have, that depends on what your eyes can spot. I've thrown out, like, you know, this is the map. Use this. Anything within this range that happens, you take a trade, you have a significant win rate. But you don't have to like have a rigid system to follow. Make it flexible. Not every day you're going to find trend lines breaking out. Some days the trend lines will just manipulate. Not every day you're going to find the classic manipulation entry where it takes the liquidity out and then he moves to the TP point, or you know, then he creates the breakout structure. Not every day you're going to see supply and demand form. So it's flexible. So whatever that I've listed down in Xauusd Den right now, and I'm releasing it bit by bit. If you guys are in Xauusd Den, you would know, right? All the videos that I've shared there, pretty much it covers all the important concepts that you guys should know for you to be able to take trades that have a significant win rate. Perks of being a trader. Bro, do you leverage crypto as well or only spot? I would say 80% into spot, bro. And the 20% that I do in leverage, I treat that as a gamble, bro. Right? Because leverage trading on the long term is the house always wins, bro. Especially when we are trading crypto as an asset. Some coins that you trade could easily go to zero tomorrow, right? Because there's real no utility behind it. It's different if you're trading leverage with Bitcoin or leverage with Ethereum or leverage with Solana or, you know, BNB. These are different tokens for you to trade leverage with. But again, I just decided that 20% is the max that I would go because it's very short term. And with crypto, bro, for you to focus on the short term gains is disastrous. Crypto is not a short term thing, right? I went through that phase of my life where I'm like, you know, oh, maybe crypto is something to make me daily income. And for some people, it is. For me, it isn't. Right? To be honest with you guys, for me, crypto isn't a daily income kind of a thing. Crypto is a hedge. Right? Crypto is a long-term investment. Crypto is a 5-year thing. It's a 10-year thing. It's maybe a 3-year thing. Right? For me, what makes me money on a daily basis definitely is my business and definitely is trading. Yeah, you're right. The reason for water is profitability is low, but it can be used as tax write-off, which in turn rotates to long-term returns. You should gold dip, then can buy more and hedge. Mantap. When I starting, then we'll give you a phone call. Maybe can do together. Wow, of course, bro. For sure, I'll be more than interested to work. Crazy manipulation, bro. All coins, madness, madness, bro. Don't ask. Only spot for crypto. I'm day trading for gold only now. Good. Keep it that way. Right? Keep it that way, bro. If I study videos which you've uploaded, I should understand the key concepts, is it? Yes, you should. You definitely should. Right? Because I believe that when I explain something, I explain it with the ideology to make sure you guys understand it. So when I explain something, I make sure that at the end of my explanations, you guys understood it. So all those are the videos that has been shared with you guys. So even a 5-year freaking old, like I've got my sister who's like 11 turning 12. I've got her to watch the videos and she can come and explain to me, Virji, this is a demand. I'm like, correct. That's right. You're getting there, girl. What business you handling now, Movan? We do social media marketing, guys. Alright. But it's more towards B2B. So it's not B2C kind of a thing. We don't handle consumers. I don't do like say a creator wants marketing, or you know, a brand needs, a person needs marketing. It's more towards business to business. So like tuition centers, restaurants, like this whole idea established during COVID. And ever since then, yeah, we've got like our customer base that we facilitate. We run ads for them. We help give, consultation towards what they could do differently. We record their contents, and we give them copyright ups. We prepare their social media outlook. We manage the social media for them, and yeah, we turn leads. we turn views into leads for them. So we work on a retainer basis with these businesses, and we're just trying to scale. So that currently for me runs on automation, because I've got guys that I've allocated long time to do what I need them to do for me, right? So I've got a guy who handles my ads, I've got a guy who handles my media, I've got a guy who handles my videos. All of that is pretty much already established. So my job is pretty much just to oversee and to just liaise with clients right now. Because I don't have anything physical. Do I intend to? Maybe when I'm 30, 35, I'll probably open up a cafe for all of us to chill. The cafe will be full of screens. You come there, you trade at the cafe. That's probably the one thing that I think of maybe establishing soon. But besides that, I think I'm just cool with the, online, just keeping things online. It's lesser stress, bro. Because every time, like from my place where I'm sitting down right now, guys, if I were to stand up, there is a curtain. The moment I open the curtain, I can see KL. Right? Basically the whole of KL and the busiest roads in KL. Every time when I open the curtain and I see outside, I low-key get depressed for whoever that is driving, because the jam. God damn. So I don't want to be there. I want to be here. I'll be with you guys here. So yeah, I'd rather keep things offline. I'd rather keep things online. His own business of helping poor souls like us to make money. My man. Spread love, bro. Spread love. Cafe where the coffee changes price based on the trend of supply and demand. Stock cafe vibes. Let's fucking go, bro. I like the way you think. We do bidding system, bro. Okay, this is a limited edition coffee. Bid starts at $10, 12, 15, 20. Sold. Because I'm still new to trading, so I will get a grasp of what trading is by watching the videos. So is there others that I have to learn from? And where else do I have to learn from, bro? To be fair, Amarish, if you are in Wolf University, you get the basics, right? Wolf University will cover all the basics that you need. When I speak about basics, I speak about knowing how to use your MT5, knowing how to use your trading view, knowing how to set a limit order, knowing how to set SL, knowing how to set TP, knowing how to calculate pips. That's all the fundamentals and the basics. The moment you are in Wolf's Den, I wish I could show you right now, but if you're in Wolf's Den, there are multiple categories there. So the learning category, that is in the webinar series, right? The webinar series are all my videos, so it's released part by part, and there's a total of about 30 videos that will be released there, which covers everything chapter by chapter. And then there's also the ebook. So I think if you were to combine both the ebook and the videos, you should have the understanding that is required. The one problem that traders go through, and I've went through myself as well, is sometimes we have information overload, right? So when we have information overload, when we know too many things, then trading becomes difficult, right? Sometimes less is more in trading. POV of BTC dumping. No, the cafe has screens which shows which is the most purchased item, which increases the price, and the one which is selling poorly is cheaper. Ooh, bro, you tempting me, bro. Very nice concept. How do you identify a hidden base, bro? Let me see if I can find an example for you, buddy. It's easier that way. Let's go to H1 lah. Let's go to a fresh chart. Fresher chart. We'll just delete this. Okay. Say for example, this is for example purposes, right? In this particular candle, right? In this particular candle over here, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at these two candles, right? This is H1, You can't see anything. Great, perfect. Give me a second. Okay, we're looking at this candle and we're looking at this candle. So these are the two candles that I'm paying attention to right now. Okay, so what I want you to understand is when we talk about hidden base, It's basically a base that cannot be seen with our naked eyes. Why? Because when I switch over to line chart, and let's just say I just put the vertical line over here, right? Put a vertical line here, I put another vertical line here. When I switch over to line chart, right, I don't really see a rally based off my naked eyes, right? You see a small bend, it's a small bend, right? It's a very tiny small bend here, right? But it's not really a rally-based rally, correct? That's why it's called hidden, because it's because it's hidden, right? So it's not available, it's not seen through the naked eye. So once you practice enough, you'll be able to see this, right? So what is the theory behind a hidden base is that this candle closed here but had a high over here. So after going up here, the next candle when it opened, right, we went down first, right, and then only we went up, correct? So if I extend this, now does it not look like a rally base rally? So this here the highs and this here the lows become your hidden base. That's why the first time when price came in here, there was a rejection. So you're wondering, okay, maybe we are looking out for this area over here, or maybe we are waiting for this liquidity down here to be taken. But the first time, the hidden base is all about the first time, right? The first time when price came, immediately rejected off this hidden base area and boom, right? So it's usually this highs, this is your hidden base, so your rally, your base, and then your rally. Can't see, shit. Okay, now can see now. Sekarang boleh tengok tak? This highs and this lows, right? I'll give you one more example. Okay, I'll give you one more example. This one here, right? This highs and this lows, right? This is your hidden base. That's why did price dump from here? Correct or not? Was there a reason for price to dump from here besides this hidden base? No. So if you're looking on H1, sometimes we will see reaction from these hidden base levels. So it's always good to know how to identify them, right? Because when you're looking at the naked chart, again, is there anything here? Is there a base here? There's no base here. There's no rally base. It's not like this, right? It's just a straight line here, but you do see a bit of bend, don't you? Can you see a bit of bend? Can you see a bit of bend? It's not a straight line. This is a straight drop, right? This is a straight drop, then there's a bit of a bend here. This one also is a straight line, but it's a bit of a bend here. That a bit of a bend is your hidden base. So how do you identify that? Is by marking the highs and marking the lows. The highs of the previous candle, the lows of the candle next to it. Comprehend. The chode. Hey, okay lah guys, I think it's time for me to end the night already, because this is the 10th time that this thing is dropping. It's got some problem with me today, I think. Thanks for the explanations. No worries, brother. Can sponsor you some big OLED screen, man. Yeah, I'm in there. Thanks, bro. We'll look into it. Got you. Thanks for the explanation. Thanks you. No worries, guys. Right, I think I'm gonna call it an end here. It's 2 o'clock. I think we're still pretty much stoic for a move towards the upside. Am I still holding here as well? Is there anything else that I'm holding here? Not here. Am I holding anything here? Yeah, we've got these entries over here. We'll just let this run and see where it goes. We are up, I think, about $500 here right now. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining. A very spontaneous and impromptu session. We wanted to trade Powell together. We traded Powell together and we ripped his ass apart as well by taking some marvelous trades. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We go again. Make sure you guys that are watching this and you guys are watching from public, click the link, join private. This is your last week and I'm being really honest here. You're never going to see me after this week in the public anymore, right? Final chances, click the link, join in. I'll see you guys in WFX Capital Club. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Salam, Assalamualaikum. This is Movan the Wolf, signing out. Peace out. One love.